Shalom.
Shalom.
Brothers of Great Millstone, Charlotte, back at you again to prophesy the downfall of America. Alright, referred to in the scriptures as Babylon the Great. Alright, spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Alright, and to awaken the 12 tribes of Israel, which consists of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans today. They compose the 12 tribes of Israel. Before we get started with this lesson, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, as always. Peace, blessings, and mercy to the house of David, Habayah, Dawadah, the hope of the elect. To you, we say Shalom. Shalom. All right, Shalom. Another week again to prophesy the doom and destruction that's coming to this society, man. All right, and the society, right, is under the rulership of Esau Edom, all right, whose today's nationality is referred to as the so-called white people, all right, but their true nationality is Esau Edom, pursuant to the scriptures. Now, we're going to go into the topic of the son of perdition being revealed in this very time. The scriptures talk about the man of lawlessness, all right, and today we're just going to go into that through this lesson and pretty much show you who the son of perdition is pursuant to the scriptures. Alright, now if the brother can grab that second Thessalonians. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. So in Psalms 10.
Psalm chapter 10 and verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts.
The Most High is not in the mind of the wicked. Alright, now when you look into the scriptures talk about the border of wickedness being referred to as Esau. Alright? You see, so when we lock in with that understanding of who the wicked are, and we look at who the wicked is of today, we're able to pinpoint who this man is when you consider that. Alright?
Psalm chapter 50, verse 16. For thou dost... But unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
Right, what is the wicked, what does the so-called white man have to declare the statutes, laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai?
What hast thou to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Right, because who are you to declare? You got these 48ers out claiming that they're the true children of Israel, and that the covenant belongs to them. Well, that's clearly a bold-faced lie, man.
Verse 17.
Everybody's finding it out.
Seeing thou hatest destruction. Psalm chapter 50, verse 16.
This is the problem right here.
But unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
Right, so he identifies as a Christian, right? He'll parade himself in the earth, boast in the earth that he's a Christian, he believes in God. He calls himself the 48er, the Druze, right? But the point is the brother's getting into, this is what the world is finding out. That's why there's a campaign on what? On misinformation. Controlling the narrative, man, because everybody's talking on social media about everything. The corruption of the system, the government, the politicians, them damn Druze ain't the people. Everything, all the exposure is going on via social media, man. So, hey, the move is what? To just try to control everything, man. Now they got a whole cabinet, so to speak, that's dedicated to watch what people are saying on social media. You know?
And with that cabinet that was established, right? They try to make it structured to a specific agenda. But we really know the true agenda is to stop the prophecy. You know, the famine of the word.
Like you guys say, it's to upload misinformation.
Yeah, misinformation of something specific.
Yeah. Yep.
I got a precept. It's Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not outright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. He says, lifted up, because he sees himself as he has great pride. You know? He sees himself more than what he is. You know, it's God, right? And just going into said, it's not upright. You know, so the scripture also goes into basically if you teach wicked righteousness, he's not going to take heed to it because he was created to be the wicked. So,
If I could add, Yeshaya, with that Disinformation Governance Board, what it targeted specifically was, quote unquote specifically, human smugglers spreading misinformation about border policy, which is really of no concern on a grand scale. You see, they're just going to use that to pivot against the prophets that have reason and quote unquote just cause to come against what we do.
Yeah, that's the groundwork. They basically setting the groundwork to regulate, your freedom of speech. Because freedom of speech, so-called, is pretty much eliminated.
Yeah, don't worry
know?
about it. Don't worry about it.
You good? You look nice right now.
Thank you. Can you have
Psalm
time?
chapter 50, verse 16. But unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and casteth my words behind thee.
God, because this man is out here claiming that this is a God-fearing country. All right, they make you swear on the Bible. They make you when you make the Pledge of Allegiance. They say God bless America, but everything they do is contrary to what they quote unquote uphold, man. You see, because at the end of the day, his true nature is in wickedness, man. And there's no way for him to operate in a holy fashion. You see?
Everything that this damn devil pushes is contrary according to the scripture. You see that? People out here push the nasty people agenda, right? Shrimp, pork, crabs, and lobster. Everything contrary against the scripture. So what do these devils have anything to do with this book? See that? That's why he's trying to touch the pocket.
That's right.
This is book of Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness?
Hey, the Lord, favor was shown to the wicked. He saw he had the Bible, the law, statutes, commandments, man. He had the ways of the Heavenly Father and Son right in his possession. But what did he do? Read it again.
Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness?
Yet he will not learn righteousness, man. Here in America, they say that what? They Bible belts, they believe in the Bible, but everything they do in America is contrary with the Lord.
Hey, they got a curriculum in schools teaching kids about transgenders, man.
And about Satanism.
That's wickedness, man.
Why has that even been brought up? Why is that at student board meetings about trying to teach your kids about somebody changing their gender, man? That's wicked, man. Who in their right frame of mind would even want to do something like
But
that?
who's the people responsible for pushing it, man?
Exactly.
That's the main thing. So that shows you that these people ain't the people of God, man. You ain't got nothing to do with the statues, man. 1983, man. Ronald Reagan, right? They deemed the Bible the what? The year of the Bible, the law of the land.
Law of the land.
So you gotta pay for the hypocrisy, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Go ahead. This is the book of Psalm chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they're born, speaking lies.
That is the characteristics of the so-called white man. As soon as he's born, he's already speaking lies. He's already plotting to come up with ways to attack his brother, Jacob. That's all he does, man. Come up with schemes and ways to come against the Israelites, man. They speak lies, man. And they speak it like, hey, Esau speak a lie so damn good, it becomes truth. That's what he's been doing since he's been pillaging the whole damn world, man. He makes a lie truth. What's the saying in the word? You tell a lie so much, people think it's the damn truth, man. And that's what this so-called white man been doing. Generations after generations after generations, man.
Hey, the scriptures say what? That his words were smoother than butter, man. See, hey, part of his words is lies. That's part of his power too.
Yeah.
That's source and witchcraft, because he got the whole world basically under a spell, man.
Yep.
You know?
Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked.
He said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. So the Most High, the Yahweh Shai, gave the earth over unto the wicked, man. And we know through the scriptures that Esau, Edom, through the book of Malachi, is the wicked.
Right.
Read it again, Pastor, man.
The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
God, let's read it again. Let's hold that up, man. Let's give a characteristics what the wicked done.
Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
There's only one nation of people on earth that done this, man. That cover up the true image of God, man. The Chinese man didn't do it. The so-called Ishmael do it. The real Africans didn't do it, man. So who done that? God said the wicked done that, man. So that's a characteristic of who the wicked is in these last days, man. This is like why the brothers' lessons going in, man. The son of perdition. This guy's been revealed in these latter times, man. Because Esau, Edom, he didn't consider his latter end. He didn't think that he was going to get exposed for all atrocities and the deception that he's been pushing out for generations and generations, man. But the prophets are back in their lot doing what? Exposing this nigga, man. Calling this nigga out, man. Hey, it's there.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 4. Speaking of, they put that painted the picture of the devil. The Most High was that devil. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up in him, is not upright in him. But the just shall live by faith. Showing that this man ain't right. Go around and say the Most High, the Creator, look like them. And all the angels. Can't get right. This man is crazy.
Right. I seen a meme, I think it was on Facebook or something, saying that the people that the people that say that male gender can get pregnant are in control of misinformation, and that's true, man. Like, that's straight wickedness.
That's misinformation itself.
Misinformation itself.
Verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine. He is a proud man, neither keeping at home, who enlarges his desire is hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. So this man is a proud man. He enlarges himself all over the earth, putting hell on all the nations. Got all the nations under him, raising and putting hell on him. Proud man, he can't be satisfied. He wants everything. He wants your soul, everything. He wants your God, he wants you to worship him. So this man, it's soul to him. It's not right.
God says just keep going, right?
And cannot be satisfied, but gather into him all nations, and heap it into him all people. So, right now, like the scripture says, he got all nations heaped under him, ruling over, oppressing. You look around, you see every nationality walking around, being oppressed by this devil.
And that scripture's true, because when you go into your United Nations, that was made by who? The Rothschilds, man. United Nations brought forth the United Nations. The Rothschilds brought forth the United Nations. And where's the United Nations at? Where's the main meeting? Here in Babylon the Great, in New York. And what attire do they wear? Suit and ties, man. Showing that he heaped all nations to himself, man.
Because through his imperialism, he's drunken the whole entire world with his philosophies and the way that he deems reasonable to operate. But see, as the elder had made mention of, the times that we're in right now, this man is being exposed, right? All right? Now, we're going to go into that a little bit more. Got that 2 Thessalonians.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord, Yahweh HaMashiach, and by our gathering together to him, verse 2, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by latter, nor by
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 1. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahweh Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or troubled, neither be by spirit or by word, or latter as from us, as that day of Mashiach is at hand. Verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, but that day should not come except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
So that man of sin being revealed, it had occurred back then when the siege of Jerusalem happened in 70 AD. Okay, but again, the man who desecrated our temple, all right, those Romans, which were the Edomites back then, they're preparing to siege us once more. Okay?
Verse 4. Who oppose and exalt himself above all that is called Yahweh, or that is worship, so that he also, as Yahweh, sit in the temple of Yahweh, showing himself that he is Yahweh by Shem Yahushua.
And that's what Esau tries to exalt himself as, man. Esau has this God complex that he wants to be exalted and worshipped, man. You see? And throughout all his philosophies that he's pushed on the people, who are they running to? They run directly to Esau. The society that we live in, as a direct cause of him being in rulership, is now you have a bunch of people that abide in lawlessness, and they only consider what Esau deems just.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, if he ain't got this stamp of approval.
Right.
If it ain't approved by the so-called white man, then it ain't valid.
Right.
You know?
Right.
That's how they try to teach us when it comes to our own heritage, man. You know? If it ain't validated by the devil, that means we ain't the Israelites.
Right.
Right?
Which is kind of, hey, let's bring this out real quick.
Revelation chapter 20, verse 3. I'll start at verse 2. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent,
Which is Esau.
which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit.
And that's talking about what? It's talking about the Roman, not Europe, man. The bottomless pit, man. Why? Because it lack natural resources, man. Keep going.
And shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more.
Because when Esau Edom went down after the Romans, when Jake got up in power, Esau Edom was in that caveman state, man. When Jake was ruling Europe for that 1,000-year period of time in the Byzantine Empire, so-called medieval times, Esau was in that caveman state, man. Keep going.
Till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season.
And after that, he must be loose a little season, man. And that little season, we're within it now. And that little season started around the Renaissance period, man. When Jake was coming down out the power, I think, late 1300s, when Jake was coming out of power, and Esau was wiggling his ass up in there. And what happened, man? The Lord put the spirit on him for he to fulfill these prophecies of the little season, man. And that's Renaissance. Renaissance go back to rebirth. Rebirth for what? The Roman Empire, man. Because what do you see here in America, man? You have your Caesars, you have your Flavian patricians, you have your so-called stadiums, your gladiators. All this is nothing but Rome, bread and circus.
Congress.
The Congress.
The different cabinets within the government, the senates, and all of that, man. Hey, Rome 2.0.
Yeah, Rome 2.0, man. Keep going.
And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua.
Brother speaking on how this devil has a God complex. How he thinks that he knows more how about Shem Yahushua. It's Isaiah 14 and 13. This is that little season, man. And that season he's ruled. This is the thing that he decided to puff himself up. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the power. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Right, man. So he's just set up his congregation in the heavens, man. That's why he has the satellite imagery looking down. He wants to be omnipotent. You know? I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. Right, man. That's what you see going on right now, man. If the doctrine's not, let's say, we don't have this step of approval, hey, it ain't right. You know, hey, so we couldn't be the Israelites, you know. Hey, the truth ain't the truth, man. Because it ain't come from him, man. That's him putting himself up as the Most High, man, trying to overthrow. So like trying to overthrow the words of the actual commandments of Yahweh Shua. But I got
This devil he's at this point trying to rid away truth from the world, man. You have to understand with this man and his agenda, he wants to make truth void from this planet and just have the people under this cloak of lies and deception. See?
It's saying that history is his story.
Right.
That's exactly what he's trying to do, man.
Right.
That's what he's trying to do on this earth. I'll get my last passage back. Isaiah 47 and 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay the things of thy heart, neither didst thou remember the latter end of it. Right, man. See, all this shit he's doing, man, blaspheming the Most High. I mean, he's pretty much walking to the scriptures of being the enemy of the Most High, Satan, the adversary. He's walking to him with both feet 10 toes down, you know, because he didn't consider his God at the time. Verse 8, therefore hear now this, O thou that art given unto pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside. Right, man, that's what the Lord is saying.
That's literally what the Lord says. I am and none else beside me, man. Saying that he's the ultimate power. This is what this devil says on earth, man. I am and none else beside me.
It's the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their bed. When
Moses go back to destruction, man. So the Lord is saying destruction unto them and evil upon their beds, man. Keep going.
when in the morning is light, they practice it.
And when the morning is light, they practice it, man. That represents what these different summits, these different meetings, these different agendas that they're planning behind the back of these people, man. And mainly the tribes, man. That's why you people were distracted about that damn Will Smith slap. They was upholding an economic forum meeting over there in damn Saudi Arabia, man. You dumbass Americans don't know what the hell's going on, man. Especially you tribes, man. While you being distracted, they setting up their plans and their agendas to take away your goddamn rights, man. And it mainly coming down on you tribes, man.
Because it is in their power of their hands.
Because it's in the power of their hands, man. Job 90:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. The Most High gave this devil over a period of time to rule, man. That little season. So the power was given to Esau Edom to rule for this little season, man. But that time of that little season, it's been drawing closer and closer to its end. So this is why you see us on the highways and hedges and exposing this nigga, man.
Micah chapter 2, verse 2. And they convert fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away.
And that's what you see happening, man. There's all these different types of proxy wars and all these different so-called things that's going on in the Middle East. That is Esau Edom's propaganda, man. Because he has a heavy agenda at hand of taking their resources, taking their oil, enslaving them to their debt-based system with the money, the IMF, International Monetary Fund. That is his whole agenda, man. And that's what you've been seeing taking place for decade after decade.
And even now, right? You have Biden gave what, $33 billion to Ukraine,
yeah.
right? And see, really what that is him funding that war over there with Russia. That's what's not really being explained. All right, he's actually funding the war because, hey, over there in NATO, they're over there sending over tanks, missiles, shit like that. So it's a real war going on over there.
Because what happened with Iraq, man? They had them Iraq, who was training them so-called proxy military,
Exactly.
the militia group. You find out that ISIS was made by the damn United States of America.
Yeah.
And then they would come over here and do some shit, say, oh, he's with ISIS. But you train these soldiers,
Yeah.
man. Showing that the hypocrisy of Esau Edom has been exposed at an all-time high.
And Putin already said, man, if the West continues to interfere with what's going on over there, he said he won't hesitate to push the button. Right? Straight up.
Russia is already maneuvering their nuclear submarines into these waters, so they're closer to strike whatever these NATO countries are.
Micah chapter 2, verse 2. And they convert fields and take them by violence, houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
And that's what you're seeing with us. They'll oppress a man even in his heritage, man. Because right now, we're what? We're POWs, man. Prisoners of war. We can't even read our own book by being scrutinized and put in a dark light. And this is our heritage, man. Esau, you know damn well the Bible is for the Negro, Latino, and Native American. But he's so goddamn wicked, he want to demonize us for reading our own book, man. That's how wicked the so-called white man is. You mad because we finally picked up our Bible and started reading our Bible about our history, man. The hypocrisy of you so-called white people, man.
Hey, he'll let us read it, but we can't tell the truth of the matter. You know, once you tell the truth of the matter, then all of a sudden you're losing jobs, losing customers and services like this and shit like that. Then that's when you wanna ruin it.
He'll let you read it as long as it's beneficial to this. That's the only. But when you start reading about this, the real image and the real truth, now you're a terrorist. Now you're committing tyranny. Now the government, we can come down on you. But when you speaking this, the lie that's been deceiving people for years and years, people died thinking the Lord looked like that. Ain't that something? But that's the Lord. He said I should send them a strong delusion that they'll believe a lie. That's the biggest lie known to man. And now you mad because a Negro, Latino, Native American tell you, hey, we're the people of God, man. That's us. Now what he do? He want to come with demonization. He want to start doing oppressing us when it comes to us. But want to learn about our heritage, man. That's a straight demonic individual.
Adversary is Satan.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother. We like to get that verse 6.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things.
It was written aforetime for our learning. See, we gotta read this like it's being wrote directly to us. Now. You know?
It says what Romans 15:4. Things that are written before time, written for our learning. Verse 6. And now ye know with Hodom that he might be revealed in this time.
Exactly. We in that time right now where this devil is being exposed, man. He's being exposed. Somebody can get Isaiah 25:7. Because you have Esau being exposed on so many levels. Esau has went to the extreme to establish a board within the Department of Homeland Security. Why is his homeland at risk? Because the lies that have been established in this society are being broken down by the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 25, verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain.
And he is referring to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
Right, and in this very time, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is destroying that covering cast in this mountain. The mountain, going back to government, is referring to Esau's kingdom. You see? The new Rome 2.0. Alright? And that covering cast, his lies, his deception, all of that shit is being pulled back, man. You see? It's being plucked up and he's being revealed in this time. So we go back to that.
Book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity do already work. Only he who letteth will let until he be moved and taken out the way.
He's already been on his bullshit. The man, the son of perdition, so-called white people, Esau, Edom, he's already been at work for centuries, generations against our people, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, trying to disrupt you from your connection to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right?
That mystery of iniquity goes back to what the Roman Empire. But now he's been revealed in these latter times for the true Romans, the true Edomites, the true wicked of the earth, man. He's been revealed.
Question. I don't see you guys. What do you guys do?
Nahum chapter 3 and verse 4. Because of the multitude of whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. So this all going to Babylon the Great.
You don't believe in children?
Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts.
Good luck,
I will
guys.
discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. Going into how, all these things that Babylon has gone through and done to our people are being exposed, man. It's all being brought to light. Continuing on. I will cast abominable filth upon thee and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. So that's what's happening right now, man. Everybody's laughing at America right now, man.
That's right.
Everything about this country is it's a joke, man.
America ain't nothing but a third world country with a Gucci belt on.
Yes.
This shit is terrible, bro.
Look at your president, man. Look at Creepy Joe. His nasty ass, man. And Trump nasty too. All of them nasty. All of them been on the plane, if you know what I mean. The island. So all these damn Edomites is being revealed. It's nasty as hell, man. And that's a laughing stock to the other nations, man. Because like the brother said, America's not but a rich third world country, man. That's all it is, man. A rich third world country that profits and benefits our other nations, man. And it's been exposed, man. And what you think India said? India said, we ain't with you no more, man. What you think Saudi Arabia said? They don't give a damn about you no more either, man. They tired of you taking their oil reserves, man.
Because that covering cash is being lifted.
Yeah.
They not looking at this nigga no more like he a threat. Because they got their weapons too.
Yep.
Don't get this shit twisted. See, Babylon has been parading off of this pride for decades.
Yep.
Off of the nuclear war that happened in 1945, the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And they think that shit is riding all the way into 2022. You you have these different heathen nations that are coming against this nation, that are coming against Babylon, man.
Habakkuk 2:8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Because of men's blood, for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
So the inception of this country was based off of what? Rape, robbery, and murder. And they spoiled these different heathen nations, right? So when the time comes, which is coming fastly, all right, they're about to do the same thing to Esau, man. You see?
Verse 9. Woe to them that covet an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the evil power. Right, man. So pretty much, he went down to murder all these countries to set himself on high, so that no evil would come unto him. But little does he know that reward is about to be reaped back unto him by these other nations.
This is the book of Job, chapter 18, verse 7. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down, man. And that straight goes back to a position of difficulty, man. And it says his own counsel shall cast him down, man. The EU, the NATO, they're going to cast him down, man. And also these other nations that are allies with America, they're already casting this place down already. They're getting rid of the dollar, man. The petrodollar's gone, man. They have a it's called Project Sandman. What is that about? Dropping the US dollar, man. They're going with their own currency. Because America is what? It's dwindling. It's circling the drain, man. This place is finished, man.
That's right.
Look over down, chapter 1, verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? So, probably being the Lord out here. All the men of that confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. So, the men that all the United States was at peace with thee, buying your oil, getting all your substance from their country and stuff, making them use the petrodollar. Now the men, they have deceived thee. Y'all thought y'all were going to get away with that, but you're not. All them nations together, they're going to do their own thing now. They're deceiving. They have deceived the United States.
Setting up economic hitmans through the land to take the resources, put the land in debt.
And prevail against thee. They that ate that bread and laid a wound under thee, there is no escape here. Yeah. But ate y'all bread, y'all went over there and helped them send the millions, like you sent the millions over there to Ukraine. They probably turn against you later on. And they don't EU, they gonna turn against you. They gonna down America. And it's coming quick.
Some of those things probably set up too because they're giving away 33 billion to Ukraine, which is a number that the United like to throw out there. Also 13, the previous fund that was 13 billion. So this is probably all set up.
Yeah, you know it.
Man of sin. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8. I started verse 7 again. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be moved and taken out the way. That's speaking of Yahweh Shai. He said only he who letteth will let until he be taken out the way. So the Most High is letting this devil do what he got to do. To what? Ultimately, to build prophecy, man. That's really what he's doing. That's why he's letting this devil do what he do now, man. Verse 8. Then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall be destroyed with the brightness of his coming.
This man Esau Edom is going to be taken out the way by Yahweh Shai. When he returns with those glorious chariots, right, and delivers the elect, Lord willing, we be a part of that number, all right? When he comes back, he's going to destroy this man Esau, man. His whole entire system, his government is going to be brought down low.
That's right. Hey, bros, grabbed Isaiah 33 already? I got it. So Isaiah 33 and verse 1, it reads, Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. So these other nations are going to do America, Babylon the Great, how they did them. That's why I say in Habakkuk, they basically making plans behind their back.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan.
Even him All right, so this is an actual person, right? Keep going.
It says, even him who's coming is at the workings of Satan.
After the workings of Satan. So hold up. You got somebody on this earth who's pushing forward the agenda of Satan.
Yeah.
All right, who is that?
Come on.
Would it not be the wicked? If we're reading this, we just read from the top. The header of this chapter is the Man of Lawlessness. All right, the son of perdition, who is pushing forward the narrative of Satanism, anti-Hamashiach culture. Okay,
Who's doing it?
who is it?
It got and all these, and it got to be the Edomites, because your time echelon Edomites are number of a bunch of Freemasons, a bunch of Shriners, a bunch of skull and bone demonic individuals, man. The ones that own these Fortune 500 companies, even the ones that at Wall Street. These Edomites walk around, they all in part of their Freemasonry in their counties, man. Eastern Stars, that shit go back to Satan, man. Showing that Esau Edom used the Bible, the so-called white man used the Bible to try to justify his wickedness, man. Like he's so tough of a holy person. And everybody knows that you're not. Your characteristics speak for itself, man.
And he told you the Bible, like the Bible says, there's no private interpretation. So all these different subsects of, elitism in society, it's all wicked.
But only this man would do that. The earth was given into this man's hand, and one of the things that he did to make that covering cast go up on the people was to utilize the strongest book on the planet, man.
Even when they was pushing the whole jab agenda, you had that damn Kamala Harris trying to go into a precept and say, love thy neighbor and get the jab. See how backward that is? You know, and the scripture tell you not to put cuttings in your flesh. You know, so it's just showing you that these damn devils here, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man is the devil. That the Holy Bible has always spoken of.
That's right. That's right, bro.
And it's being exposed on a high level.
This is Job 9:24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Pretty much, hey, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. That's why this whole planet, man, is in the state that it's in, man. He turned everything upside down. He's setting out these unrighteous decrees, you know, vexing everybody on the planet. And hey, he's turned, like I say, he turned everything upside down. The scriptures, the way he made us.
He's turning man upside down. He wants man to cut off his known part and be another gender. Who in their rabbit ass mind would think of something like that but the wicked, man? You can be something. You don't have to be a man. You can be a woman. That's a damn wicked individual. That's a wicked nation to even come up with laws and decrees. That's wicked for you to bring that to the board. Have a whole goddamn platform set up to even talk about that shit, man, for hours. And they do that shit.
This is God-fearing nation.
This nigga set up a goddamn whole board meeting to talk about cutting off a man rod, man.
But in God we trust them.
Yeah, hypocrisy, man.
Which God though? There's many gods.
Yeah, but we know his God is Satan, man.
Wow.
That's why that precept in verse 9 it said he's coming to do the workings of Satan.
That's right.
So we finish that out.
God, I'll read it again. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Right. So this man has he portrays himself with these signs, lying wonders. He tries to exalt himself with this power, right? Which is not real power, man. Esau doesn't have the inclination of what true power is, man. All right, true power rests with the nation of Israel via Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
He said signs and lying wonders because Esau got so proud when he set up his satellites, he got his internet, his different types of technology. Now he's doing his transhumanism, all these different various things. Now he's very proud, man, because these are signs and lying wonders. And that's why that MOTB is a very key, heavy part of prophecy, man. Because with the MOTB, his signs and lies and wonders are really going to catch these people off they're going to catch them off the damn, catch them off guard. They're going to be thrown off guard. Because if you make a a goddamn lamb person start to walk and do various things, hey, people going to be like, man, this man is like God. That's what they're going to think, man.
That's part of the Lord that
what causes trouble, man.
Yeah.
They can't tell what's going on.
Yep.
Hey, but this is the pursuing the open eye. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, man.
Yep.
See, because Esau, he's so puffed up. He really think he got it like that.
Yep.
You see, but not understanding all the things that he's doing, he got to pay a tab for.
Yep.
Got that? You still holding that bonus? That was it on that?
Alright. This is Romans 9 and 22. What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
Right, and those vessels of wrath fitted for destruction. That's Esau, man. You see? Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, they just salivating, waiting to come down on this fucking devil, man. Because he's so damn oppressive and wicked, man. This man of lawlessness has tried to exalt himself above them. You see? He's tried to exclude the truth from the world, man. You see, he's oppressed his people. He's oppressed the planet. Everything that this man has propagated, right, and pushed this narrative has been oppressive down to a micro level, man. All right. So these are vessels of wrath that are fitted for destruction. All right. That's Esau to a T.
He's just serving his purpose.
Yeah.
That's right.
Doing the will. That's why it says he that will let to be taken out the way.
That left hand had to be fulfilled, man. The wickedness on the left hand had to be fulfilled in order to take this devil out of power, man. Right? Because the Lord could come back now and take him down, man. But the Lord is what? He's a man of his word. He's a power of his word, man. You know?
So we have to be patient.
Yeah, long suffering. That's right. You know? What you got out?
Revelation chapter 17, verse 8. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit.
That beast is referring to America, right? That came out of the bottomless pit, right? Which is the
that will ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition.
okay. So that bottomless pit came out the bottomless pit, which is the seventh pit, right? Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder. Those names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is.
So they're fitted for destruction now. Again, those vessels fitted for destruction now.
Read that again. Reverse it again.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 8. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit.
Right, which is really the Roman Empire, but it's not really the Roman Empire, right? Really dealing with America, right? Read on.
And go into perdition, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder.
Right. And these people that are going to wonder after the beast is what? 2/3. 2/3, all right, these Edomites, okay? The rest of these heathen nations, like it tells you in Revelation 13, right? They said that that they will all worship him, right? So these are the people that are not found in the book of life. Yeah, you got it.
Revelation 13 and 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life,
Right.
of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world.
Right. So the reason why they're going to worship this beast, or this man, I should say, all right, is because they were not part of the elect. They were not found in the book of life, man. Right. So when they introduced this new technological way, right, the image of the beast that's speaking, people are gonna sell out. They're gonna be a part. They're gonna be willingly a part of this, take part of the system, right? When they get rid of the paper money, they bring in this whole digital format, as they've been talking about in these World Economic Forums. People are gonna be with it.
And it lines up, Capo, with Elon Musk buying Twitter.
Right.
What is Twitter known for? Instant what? Instant you can instantly say how you feel right then and there. So why would a person, if you own Twitter and you own Neuralink, what is that lining up? So you can instantly boom your thoughts into your Neuralink, onto your app. That's what that is all about, man. It's not. It's all set up because that lines up with the others going into the beast system. All this lines up together, man. All these talks at the economic forum with Elon Musk, with damn Carl Schwab, with all these different things and agendas that's taking place, they're lining up with the beast system as we're going into the beast. It's all hand in hand. Where you at? You know? That was an 8.
The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world. When they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is.
Right, which is America, man. And the people are going to be wooed off the beast. They're going to willingly take part of this new system that's being pushed right now, man.
Yep.
They're getting ready to make that major transition. I did a lesson on that to be prepared, all right, for the transition of this man's wicked enterprise.
Yep.
Right? And their main goal is to establish the NWO, all right, a rulership under Satan, man.
Yep.
Right? Where Satan's rule is going to dwell on the earth forever.
Yep.
But once again, the Lord has them in a strong delusion, man.
Yep.
The Lord, as Scripture tell you in Psalms the 2nd chapter, right? Why did the heathen rage imagine a vain thing, man? Right? The Lord said that He shall laugh at them, man. Right? Because this place is, hey, we at the brink of destruction. Right? Everything is set up. Okay. Putin is ready to wage war with the West.
Yep.
China and Putin have made that ultimate alliance.
Yep.
Right? So, hey, this Ukraine thing is going to lead into what? World War III, the war at Armageddon, man.
Yeah.
Right? Everything as you know it is about to crash and be destroyed, man.
And these damn people actually thought it went away. Wars don't start off just a blink of an eye. No, it calls wars always start with economic hits, man. If I start gradually taking this from you and you take this from me, that does what, man? That messes up my economy and that hurts my citizens. So I had to wage war with you. So these people really thought that in Ukraine and Russia that died down. No, it starts with economic wars first. You got that's simple, man. But now that these economic woes is about to start hitting, and you about to see jabs being taken, man. You about to see blows being took, man. And that's gonna lead to what? World War III, man. Because it all is lining up together, man. He mustered the host to the battle, man.
I got it. This is Matthew 24 and 37. This is, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Whereas in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Right.
And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And you see everybody, man, everybody's still in that March spirit, man.
Yep.
That day comes, World War III breaks out. That's it, man.
Yep.
The doors of mercy gonna close, and that's it for y'all.
That's true. Pretty much what happened was this. Like a few weeks after they released the mandates on the mask and shit like that, what happened? That shit popped up. Hey, but instead of people taking this serious, like goddamn, this shit is bad. People out here like partying around. Hey, they enjoying another song.
They think it's just another day in Babylon. We go to the concert now. We good. We got to put a mask back on, girl. You back good. That's why the Lord said, "What? I come as a thief in the night. In the day of your security, thou shalt be destroyed." Because you actually think everything is all good, but the Lord gonna bam hit you with that damn right, gonna catch you off guard, man. I gotta bring it up.
The book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14, jump station point. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. You see that? So, hey, man, this World War III is going to pop off, but again, you got Jake out here drinking beers, walking around here, drinking, married, and getting under marriage, not knowing that this place is being set up to be destroyed.
It's been measured, man. Real quick. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 4, verse I start at verse 37. By measure have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times. And he do not move or stir them until he said, measure be fulfilled. Right. And that's what the Lord's doing, man. He's making sure everything is getting lined up before he makes his move, man.
Prophecy got to be fulfilled.
Everything must be fulfilled, man. Yahweh Shah is what? The spirit of prophecy, man. And all the prophecies that's written throughout the book must be fulfilled, man. Thus said the scriptures. And that's the time that we're living in, man. All the major key prophecies are about to be fulfilled. The return of Yahweh Shah is manifesting before our eyes, man. That's why we are here, what? Hastening the day of his coming, because we can clearly see that the Lord is on his way back, man. It's a token. It's a token.
Right here. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. Right. He answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world days. Wherefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Verse 5.
Right, and we see all these things. Uproars of the people, the seditions of men, all right, the trumpet of war, the sound of destruction that's going throughout, that's being heard throughout the land, as the scriptures say. All these different things that the Lord said that we would see and know before he would come back.
His skirt being lifted, that's all.
Yeah. We're going to transition to Proverbs, the 7th chapter. We want to keep from that strange woman in Babylon the Great. Start with Proverbs 14 and 12.
This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man.
Those ways that seem right to most of these people out here.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
The end thereof are the ways of death. The ways that constantly directed by the great is going to lead to death.
All right, it's Proverbs chapter 7. Start at verse 1 and it reads, it says, Proverbs 7 and 1, it says, my son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee.
Keep the word of the Lord. Cherish it, like cherish it. Hold it dearly to it. That's basically what you got to do with that word.
Yep. Verse 2, Proverbs 7 and 2. Keep my commandments and live.
And by keeping the word, it allows us to live.
And my law is the apple of thine eye.
When you got something that's the apple of your eye to iterate, cherish it.
Job 23, verse 12. Neither have I gone back from the commandment of his lips. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more necessary. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food. Right? So Job, when he was going through his afflictions, right? He esteemed the word of Yahweh outside the law, statutes, and commandments more than food. And we know that food is a component that we use to nourish our body and stay hydrated and stay with nutrients. So it was a necessary thing, more necessary than food.
That's why Yahweh Shah said, man should not live by bread alone. So we'll proceed out of the book.
He's going back to, I think it's the second verse, it said, keep my commandments and live. You actually live it.
The Root 4 and 1, it says, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Plain simple.
Back in Proverbs 7 and 4, say unto wisdom, thou art my sister.
So wisdom is like to a woman.
And call understanding thy kinswoman.
So again, wisdom is like to a woman. It's the only thing that keeps chasing, right? Yeah. Right. They say that in Sirach, seek wisdom, like when that traces, that's basically somebody that hunts.